Hello, I'm a nostalgia critic. I remember it so you don't have to. Remember how I did those reviews of late 80s, early 90s commercials? You know, the ones I said sort of existed in their own cheesy little world? Well, what if there existed an entire movie like that? Yes, indeed. I bet you anything it would be called Airborne. I mean it, this whole movie is like a huge commercial for itself. Aside from being another movie Seth Green and Jack Black won't put on their resume, Airborne is a film I can only describe as extreme genericness. And when I say extreme, I mean extreme! Because in the 90s, everything was extreme! And this film is no exception. This film has extremely lame characters, extremely bad storylines, and extremely embarrassing 90s cliches. So, does that make it incredibly stupid? Extremely! Let's take a look. So, don't believe me when I say this movie is just one big 90s commercial? Check out this opening.
The waves of winter, Mother Nature has cast her spell. Serious?
Very.
Okay, you can't exactly figure out what they're trying to advertise, but it's definitely advertising something. Where's this take place, anyway? Ah, palm trees and smug kids that are into solo sports that require no teamwork so they can show the fuck off? This must be California. Alright then, we're in an ad for California. Let's try it. Let's throw Arnold in at the end and see what happens.
People think life in California is all fun and games.
But it's really serious business.
We have board meetings.
Board meetings.
Lots of board meetings.
We run with the big dogs. Everything's a huge production.
So if California seems like your kind of work,
We've got one question.
When can you start?
Start your trip at visitcalifornia.co.uk.
It works! It totally works! So this is Mitchell, an extreme teenage boy who likes rollerblading and surfing. And apparently stealing things, seeing how he went down to the beach without a surfboard and is now leaving with one. Fucking thief.
How are the waves breaking today, Mitchell?
All right, what isn't? Who died?
Look at this kid. It's like he was constructed from every Disney prince that ever existed. He even has the same attitude. Listen.
The National Zoological Institute has asked us to study the Australian wombat.
That's great news. I mean, we've never been to Australia before. Summers that never quit and golden tan Sheilas.
I am Prince Ali Ababwa. Just let her meet me.
We would love for you to go with us, Mitchell.
But this is for 6 months.
You can't be out of school for that long.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Not during the school year.
And as we all know, there's no schools in Australia. So his parents leave him with his Uncle Louie in Cincinnati. Cincinnati? Oh, there's no waves there. He meets up with his uncle and aunt, who believe he's a righteous dude. And he also meets up with his cousin Wiley, played by Seth. What the hell? Who brought the emo girl?
How's it going, man? Nice to meet you. Likewise, bro.
Good God, it's like they put John Lennon, Carrot Top, and Mrs. Incredible into some sort of horrific genetic mutation. Even in the 90s that hairdo wouldn't fly, and we invented this! So Wiley shows him around the school he'll be going to. But of course, this surfer dude has a hard time fitting in.
Wiley. What is the rush?
Whoa! Walking in Cincinnati is a lot different than walking in California! He doesn't seem to fit into his new class either. But to be fair, what do you expect when the leader of the Nasties is in the classroom? Oh! Peas! Oh! So the teacher allows everybody to come up front and introduce themselves to the class.
Molly Ryan's my name. I have a 3.8 GPA.
My name is Snake, and I ain't got no hobbies, unless you call collecting knives and putting tattoos across the foreheads of guys I don't like hobbies.
The Jumbo. I'm gonna be sports announcer.
I refuse to stop.
Wait a minute, who is that one guy? Why'd you just cut to him for a second? Didn't he have anything to say? It was so random.
Augusto Rafael de la Parra. Everyone just calls me Augie, though.
Okay, thank you, Rosenblatt. That's fine.
I don't get it! What's funny about that? You cut to a guy with a brace on his nose who doesn't talk. What's the joke? You know what? Fine. fine. I can cut to that moron too. Watch.
Don't you let go.
See? That wasn't hard. Now give me a movie with Seth Green and Jack Black to film.
Well, I don't have any stories. Don't know what I want to be when I grow up. Don't care. Just as long as I live near the beach and don't have to wear a tie. Then I'll be styling.
I gotta be smooth, cool, confident.
I have a few things to say. Could I add something, please?
I mean, does anyone here believe this, L.A. laid back horse poop? This guy is peddling? I don't buy it.
You big fruity two-shoe.
So is the teacher just asleep right now? It doesn't seem like there's a lot of control in this class. Did other schools do this during student introductions?
I tell you no lie, my friends. It's a consciousness raiser.
Yes, very nice, Mitchell. Augie, you may brutally assault him.
Horse poop!
Horse poop, very nice, very nice.
Whoa, the old hiney hairs are wound a little too tight on that one, eh, dude?
What'd you say?
No, seriously, what did you say? None of us could understand what that meant.
I just said, what a fine public speaker Augie was.
Pretty boy. Surfer.
Surfer! That is our word! But then Jack, this guy, not that guy, gets up and makes his own intro.
Why don't you try hockey? We got a game today against the Preps.
That's right, against the Preps.
That's right. We've never beaten the Preps. We're gonna do it today. We're gonna kick the Preps' butt!
Wow, this class has extreme school spirit, even though apparently they're extreme losers. Whoa, wait a minute, okay. If anyone's gonna be made fun of in this classroom, it's not the surfer dude, it is this kid. I mean, look at him! How did they just avoid him? It's like someone took silly putty, put it on a picture of Luke Perry, and just stretched it out! I mean, come on, this kid gets mocked, but this guy gets a free pass? The fuck's wrong with this school? But another problem pops up as well.
Pico and Freddie just got caught putting X-Lass in Mrs. Crowan's coffee, man. Better count them out for the game.
No, it's all right. We'll get somebody.
So they need two more players. Crazy McCutcut here, and Wiley?
You're playing hockey today.
Great!
Ah, yes, Wiley, because Lord knows there's no other students in the entire friggin' school they could pick. No wonder they keep losing. So while Wiley gets his ass kicked, like, well, Wiley, Mitchell starts to hit it off with the ladies.
You know, it's funny. You get so busy fighting over waves that you never get a chance to enjoy the ocean. Life's too short for that.
So if you're not into fighting, what are you into?
I like the smell of the ocean, the purple sunsets, and surfing in the rain.
You're a poet.
Nah, I just know what I like.
I know, I heard it too. Here's Bruce Campbell killing something to offset it.
Swallow this.
But Wiley gets knocked out of the game, big shock, so they need somebody else to take his place. Hey, how about that kid who just illegally went out on the ice?
All right, gear up, surfer.
Once again, tell me if this doesn't remind you of a certain commercial.
All right, gear up, surfer.
But first, let's start with a complete breakfast, including my frosted flakes. There. Come on, Tiger. And you.
However, this does have a little bit of a different ending. He scores for the wrong team.
No, go! I didn't know he's on our team, man.
Oh, never mind, you blow.
That's the wrong goal!
I'm sorry, man.
Sorry, man? You cost us the game!
Well, what do you expect? You picked Claire Danes from My So-Called Life and half the boyfriends from Full House. What did you think was gonna happen? So because of his fuck-up, all the kids in school keep playing pranks on him, somehow knowing exactly where he's gonna go at every single moment of the day.
Riff-raff, street rat, I don't buy that. If only they'd look closer.
I need traffic, smog, heat waves, a decent burrito for God's sake. I need the ocean. I can't take it anymore, man.
Yeah, if high school has taught us anything, it's that it is very, very difficult to be a beautiful white athletic male. But it turns out Nikki still has the hots for him, and she shows him around one of the gardens that Cincinnati has to offer.
Oh, this one's a gimme. You gotta get this one. Right here. Mitchell? Mitchell?
Mitchell!
Beep, beep. Gotcha.
Screw girls, I got rollerblades.
So as his genetically perfected teeth continue to smile, Nikki finds she just has to ask him out on a date.
I was supposed to go out on the town with Wiley Friday night.
Well, bring him along.
I don't know if he can find a date in town.
I could bring a friend.
Cool.
Just make sure her hair isn't as pretty as his. He gets kind of jealous. So, Friday is a long ways away. What's he gonna do until then? No, just stuff. Extreme stuff!
Get your steam shined up, grab a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is gonna move ya. Take a sniff, pull it out. The taste is gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth. Juicy fruit is gonna move ya. Your juice is soft, it gets right to ya. Juicy fruit, the taste is gonna move ya.
So after that extreme scene, we cut to Mitchell telling Wiley about a headband. Really? You're wearing a headband?
I got a date with her Friday night. We're supposed to go out Friday night.
Okay, leave your balls at the front desk. You are a lady. I mean, seriously, we're just 1 second away from having that girly montage, you know, where they try on different clothes and they laugh at one another.
Too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. And I am too sexy for Milan. Too sexy for Milan. New York and Japan.
Okay, hand them over. Give me your testicles. No, honestly, you don't deserve them. You don't deserve them. Hey, you want to hand them over? I'll take them by force! I mean, good lord, doesn't this movie have any idea what boys do? Oh, and hey, for anyone who thinks that this could be considered a typical teenage boy thing, all I gotta say is, watch it to this music. But before Mitchell goes on his date, he must indulge in his Zen surf. His zerf, if you will.
Point break right, spitting like a washing machine. An awesome ride. Even more awesome because he's in Cincinnati, yes.
You know, I really didn't think a surf fetish could exist, but now I'm convinced it does. And this kid's got it bad. I mean, this is sick. This is actually kind of sick. If surfing was a girl, she would have had a restraining order out against him. I'm serious, this is kind of fucked up. I mean, what do you think his porn looks like? Hey, honey, I thought you might like. Oh my god! Don't look at me! Don't look at me!
Bend your knees, use your arms.
So while Wiley starts to strike out on his date, Nikki and Mitchell seem to be hitting it off pretty good.
So if you could have lunch with any 3 people in the entire world, who would it be?
Well, I'd have to say Tom Curran, greatest surfer alive, and maybe Gandhi.
The world's greatest surfer and Gandhi. What a combination. I choose the world's greatest surfer to show that I'm athletic, and Gandhi to show that I'm deep. Extreme deep! So the girls go to the bathroom to discuss their dates.
I mean, he came 2 inches from slamming into a gas truck. It was like something out of red asphalt.
He'll grow on you.
Well, not in this lifetime.
Oh, now we know why she turned into a lesbian in the Brady Bunch movie.
My dad shot her. It was weird.
Wait a minute, what did he say?
My dad shot her. It was weird.
Dude, what the hell was that story about? No, seriously, can we just skip this bullshit and hear what story ends with my dad shot her? Tell me you don't want to hear that story instead. I mean, really, tell me. But unfortunately, this story continues. As we see one of the preps comes in and starts moving in on his girl.
Well, looks like Nikki's got herself a new little friend.
Sort of a prep thing we got going here. Hey, what do you say we get together some other time and go bowling or something?
But it seems Jack, of all people, comes in to save the day.
Yeah, lost. What'd you do? This has got nothing to do with you. Stay away from my sister.
That's right, Jack and Nikki are siblings. Funny she never brought that up. Of course, Jack doesn't approve of Mitchell dating her, but Mitchell once again tries to find the peaceful route.
Hey, what do you say we all sit down, talk about this over a basket of fries or something?
Does he always have a cowardly retort on standby? Hey man, what do you say we pick roses and skip?
I'm taking Nikki home. There's nothing you can do about it.
Well, I hate to ruin your fun, but I'm not gonna fight you, Jack. I'm not.
You afraid of me?
You think giving me a tough look, calling me a few names, putting sand in my locker is gonna make me want to fight you? Well, you got another thing coming, man. I'm out of here in 3 months. 3 months. You think I'm gonna waste my time on you or anyone else? You ain't worth it, brah. No one here is. No one.
Wow, I think that is the proudest puss-out speech I've ever heard in my life. I mean, he fucking flaunts it. He doesn't care who knows he's a shivering pansy. He'd expose it to everybody. I mean, are there other tough ways of saying you're a complete and total coward? You think you're all tough and scary? Let me tell you something, I just crap my pants right now. They are filled with doo-doo and I am horrified. Horrified. After this is done, I am gonna go home and cry like a little girl. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me. That's how scary you are, bitch! But it turns out Nikki doesn't like the fact that he's an utter tool and decides to leave him behind.
Nikki!
So everybody abandons Mitchell, even Wiley, which causes him to stay up all night trying to figure out what he did wrong. Holy shit, get over it! You know what? Why don't you just go out with the wave? Yeah, it's obvious that's the only thing that understands you and it doesn't have lips to call you an absolute pussy.
Wake up, man. Wake up. What? I had this dream. There was this wave. The one, you ain't getting another chance, solar eclipse wave. Until I see this Mondo shark. Made Joss look like a guppy, man. And his name was Peppy.
Peppy.
Then I woke up.
You woke me up to tell me a lousy dream?
Are you kidding? Everything we need to know is in our dreams, man. They're windows to enlightenment.
Oh my god, who is this kid? Why must he destroy years of strong ethical teachings with his absolute douchiness?
Well, it's obvious that Jack is the shark and Nikki's the wave.
What does that mean, you're gonna fight Jack?
And have Gandhi roll over in his grave? I don't think so.
I am Gandhi's official protege and don't you forget it.
Besides, you don't have to fight the shark to fight for the wave.
There's gotta be some way I can approach this like a complete and total wuss.
So Mitchell sees that Jack and friends are fighting the preps at roller hockey, and he asks if he can join in.
Jack, why don't you just let the moron play?
What for?
If you let him play, at least we can watch him get his butt kicked.
Hey, yeah, I like that one, man.
You guys got room for one more?
Travis, you're off.
Dude, what is with these idiots and letting other idiots play on their team? Did they not learn their lesson the first time? The anti-Tony the Tiger incident? Hello? But of course he starts to do well and even impresses his girlfriend again. Thank God being impressed by sports and physical aggression doesn't make people incredibly shallow, or else she would be a total bitch.
No, that is not the code of the pussy.
Why didn't you do anything? Mitchell!
And Gandhi's rolling over in his grave. Way to completely confuse whatever message you were trying to get across, movie.
You were right! There are some things worth fighting for.
So as you see, kids, it's not about physical violence, it's just about hurting somebody somehow. That's what really counts in life. So, then all the reindeer loved him. But it turns out there's one other little problem. The movie's just a little over an hour done. How the hell are we gonna fill up the rest of the time?
Been challenged by the preps to a little skating race. We're gonna settle this thing once and for all. We thought maybe you'd, want to come and skate on our team.
Where's the race?
Devil's Backbone.
It's only the most dangerous hill in the whole town.
Then why do this?
Because we're tired of being put down.
Treated like low-life trash.
Losers!
Man, we're somebody. This is our chance to prove it. But we can only do it as a team.
We gotta show them that picking on people because they're different isn't right! Will you help us, person we recently picked on because he was different? Of course he says yes, and the most extreme race from the most extreme rivalry finally takes place.
The Jets are gonna have their day tonight. The Jets are gonna have their way tonight.
So the race is on, and at first, it's actually not a bad race. There's surprisingly some good skating, and it even manages to be a little intense. So they race downhill, and they race downhill, and they race downhill. Okay, at first this was kind of exciting, but after 15 minutes of this, it starts to get a little old. It's basically just the rollerblade version of the pod race from episode 1. First minute's kind of fun, second minute's a little annoying, third minute is just grating, and fourth minute, we got 12 more minutes of this shit! God! By the way, I think the Devil's Backbone has scoliosis because it fucking goes everywhere. What, is the garage part of the Devil's Backbone? Is the stairway part of the Devil's Backbone? Even your GPS will give up at this point. No, that doesn't happen. Unless your wheels are encased in flubber, you just jump the shark. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean Peppy. But Mitchell gets lost and can't find his way back to the track. This looks like a job for cheating. Sorry, it's just, I'll never get tired of that sound. So of course Mitchell wins the day and everything turns out great. We hope you enjoyed this extremely long race, and we apologize for the rest of the movie that had to come with it.
Nike. Just don't do what this idiot does.
And that was Airborne, the epitome of 90s blandness. This is one of those films that should be placed in a time capsule. I'm not saying it totally sums up the 90s, but it sums up how the media saw the 90s. And it's pretty much every 90s cliche that existed at the time. In that sense, it's sort of a wonder. Apart from that, sometimes Jack Black and the other supporting cast can be funny, but the main character is a jackass, the writing is forgettable, and the main message is really confusing. Fight for your rights and screw whatever Gandhi said? I don't know. But if you're looking for good generic stupidity from the decade where these guys were popular, this would probably be your best bet. Take it for what it's worth. I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy, remember? To the extreme!
You're a poet.
Nah, I just know what I like.